So what are you doing exactly?
Whatever you do. But I won't, like, talk over you.
Okay, well, glad we got that established. Cheers. I feel like I have to eat these fries as fast as possible because every time I look away, they are gone.
If this interview is longer than 20 minutes, I'm gonna be licking plates. Food is my vice.
No fry can survive in this set. We are so happy to be with you, especially in this super exciting time in your life.
Yes, I got fries, I got whiskey.
You got a new movie.
I got a movie coming out, but the fries and the whiskey, I want to talk about them for a second.
Please.
The fries are fried absolutely perfectly. You can tell they're homemade. They have 2 dipping sauces. Friggin' delicious.
He would know because he's had 96% of the fries that entered that bowl, but it's research, right?
It's research. I'm playing a man with an eating problem in my next film.
Oh no.
Well, no, but it's
What about just a guy who loves carbs?
That's me. It's the Ike Barinholtz story. Jumping towards carbs. The Ike Barinholtz story.
The movie, which is second to the fries and the
Yes.
food, is so exciting because not only do you star in it, but you wrote it and you directed it.
Yes, I did 3 hats, and I actually wear hats when I do it. I'll walk in and be like, I'm a director now, and then I'll walk in, I'll take it off. The hat budget was
How's that?
really expensive.
Insane. I think we established you do have a tat across your back that says triple threat.
Triple threat, yeah. Yeah. The problem with that is I can never acquire a 4th threat.
Oh.
And I can't lose any of my skill set because then I have to get a new tattoo, and it's like my entire back.
So there's not really any real estate for the next
I'm not
set.
sitting again for 2 days while Dirty John works on my
Pours
back.
ink into your back.
Not doing it.
What is that role like? How did it surprise you?
I mean, you mean being an actor, director, and a writer?
No, the fry eating part.
Oh, the fried. How was it to me? It was delicious and crunchy and just the perfect amount of salty.
Did somebody hire you as a fry eating ambassador in this establishment?
I want to be the U.S. ambassador to Belgium.
The movie part, what was unexpected about that role?
Just walking nonstop, making sure that the camera's looking okay. Great. How's the cast doing? You guys good? We're gonna rehearse those lines. Great. Stunt coordinators over here. Let's talk about this stunt tomorrow. We can't do that? No problem. I was really taken by how you are just constantly in motion and constantly talking. Like
It's all encompassing, it sounds like.
it's too much.
Oh, okay.
But I love
Too
it.
much. Such an all-star cast. Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish.
I mean, what's that like directing that role?
She is a force of nature. I was a huge fan of hers. I saw her in this movie called Keanu. Really funny, and she was really great. And I was like, I would like her to be my wife one day in a movie. That's the good thing about being a writer. You can look at someone and be like, oh, that person's cool. I like to be married to them for 3 weeks. She is so just like bodacious and fierce and tough, and her character she's playing is really internalizing a lot of stress. To watch her kind of like a pressure cooker the whole movie, where she's just waiting and waiting, and finally when she explodes, it's my house! It's just glorious to see.
She
She's
really
amazing.
brings like a level of authenticity to her role, and so in the moment it
She's
sounds like
incapable of inauthenticity. Like
that's-
she just cannot be fake.
that's quite a compliment. Elite Daily, this blog that's really popular that I like, one of the writers wrote, Ike and Tiffany Haddish partnering on screen was something I didn't realize we all need right now.
You need it.
You need it.
You woke up this morning and you're like, I need something, but I don't know what it is. It's this movie.
It's this
It is
movie.
this movie. You want my shirt off?
Yeah, I want your shirt off.
This is simply a
It's not,
Looking beefy.
No, it's not what it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, for someone who doesn't know the backstory, how do you explain it?
So, if you can imagine a politically divided America, I know it's hard to wrap our head around it.
We're really gonna have to, this is a stretch.
It's like almost like a science fiction film. A government that's kind of, dividing people a little bit. And it's all about, they've asked Americans to sign a loyalty pledge to the president. And half the people are like, that's crazy. And the other half are like, I don't think it's that bad. And the deadline for signing it is the Friday after Thanksgiving. So
Convenient.
Perfect. Black Friday,
No one's acting crazy that day
no
anyway.
one's, breaking down a Best Buy window. The whole movie kind of takes place during this week before Thanksgiving, which is always a fun time for me because there's alcohol and food, but it's inherently stressful because of various family members coming in from all over the country, lots of big opinions. The first kind of half of the movie feels like a family holiday satirical comedy, and then it takes a bit of a turn where we go into a bit of a bad place and we kind of start dealing with some blood and guns and screaming and stuff. So something
That's
for everyone.
Yes, so that's
Fun
a
for the whole
tease
family.
right there.
Did you watch the Chris Rock on Late Night?
He's racist.
Hold on, seriously.
No politics.
Is it a movie you could see with your whole family?
I would hope so, because
Oh, okay.
the movie really takes a side, but it shows you all sides. And the ultimate goal of the movie is to make people laugh. But the message of the movie is, let's try our best to not let external forces affect our internal units. My goal is people laugh really hard and they're moved a little bit, but they have a little bit of an understanding that at the end of the day, family's family, friends are friends. Let's try our best to keep it that way.
That's a great message.
Optimistic.
When did you start writing the story?
After Thanksgiving, I got in a huge fight with my family.
Oh, so this is based on a true
A
story.
little bit, yeah. It was after Thanksgiving a couple of years ago, and after dinner, might have been a little bit of bourbon floating around there, a little bit.
Just a scotch.
And my mom and my brother and I got in this big fight, and we're all pretty much on the same side. And I just thought, man, this is happening in a like-minded family. What's happening in some around the country? And then I started talking to so many friends of mine and family who were like, well, I just got back from Thanksgiving and I'm not talking to my uncle anymore.
Yeah.
And so I knew that was kind of a funny setting for a movie, and I started writing it kind of like right afterwards.
Your own brother is a part of the cast.
You know, he auditioned 9 or 10 times and I kept saying no. And then, no, I'm kidding. I wrote the
Poor
part.
guy.
I wrote the part for him. Because you could cast an actor who would be great, but you can't cast an actor who would be great and you've been brothers with for 35 years.
Yeah.
And even though we're like best friends, there's hundreds of times that I've wanted to choke him and he's wanted to punch me. And
Right.
and I knew that because our characters are so combative in the movie towards each other, that we would just get a lot of real. You know what I mean? So there are scenes in the movie that when my parents saw it, they're like, I could tell you were really mad at John. I
That was
"Yes,
not
I
acting."
was. Not acting right there. I removed the acting.
There was something you wrote on Twitter recently.
Oh, no.
It said, it's rough to be getting group texts from your parents about how proud they are of your brother for finishing a triathlon while you're eating your 3rd plate of hash browns,
Yes.
which this is all making a lot
It
of
really,
sense
you see
right
where
now.
you really understanding the whole thing.
I thought I loved French fries.
No, I love fried potatoes. Yeah, my brother finished a triathlon last Saturday, and we were at breakfast, and like every text was like, 240, you did it in 2 hours. That's amazing. Oh, what a warrior. And I'm just like shoving potatoes in my mouth as fast as I can to cope with the disappointment that my parents are feeling. We all have our strengths.
Know our lane.
Yeah, but the problem is my brother's also in the movie. So it's like he's doing well
Right.
and he's in physically great shape while I'm eating fried potatoes.
But you know what? You're living your best life.
I'm living my best life. Right now, this is me. Right there. Look at that. That's all I want. Bourbon with a little bit of Coca-Cola.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I just want to prove to people I'm still kind of a scumbag. I'm not one of those cool guys who's like, bourbon, neat. Like, I'm like, bourbon, extra Coca-Cola, and
Classic.
cherries.
Austin, you're no stranger to.
I've been coming here. I was talking to a couple of kids from UT who were talking about the movie. And I said to one of them, I said, yeah, I came here for the first time in '98. And she goes, oh, that was the year I was born. And I said, shut up.
Oof.
Please don't tell me that.
That's rough.
That was a
brutal.
wake-up call. I've been coming here since the late '90s.
See, the thing is, you've been coming to Austin before Austin was cool to come to.
It was
So-
barely weird when I came.
Hey,
They didn't
hey.
even need to keep it weird because it was barely weird. I like to think I was one of the people who made Austin weird.
You probably were.
I might have been. Yeah, Austin really is like, it's as good as America can get to me. You get everything.
I
People
could
are
cry.
cool.
We're so happy to have you say that.
The best.
Thank you for chilling out with us.
Hey,
Cheers to you,
cheers
Ike,
to
and
you
cheers
guys.
to the oath.